guys, Chelsea Kenyon here, and I just used our fabulous makeup remover wipe to remove the makeup off this side of my face so I could show you guys how awesome the wipe is. And I thought, you know, now that I don't have any makeup on this side, let me show you guys some of the various color differences between our cooler foundation palette. So these colors are Porcelain, Ivory, Gina Beige, and then Olive 1, Olive 2, and Olive 4. Now I've noticed some people are a little afraid of Olive 4. I think maybe they think it's going to be really, really dark, but it really isn't. I actually mix Olive 2 and Olive 4 on this side, and I love the way it looks. It's a good balance for me. If I go with Olive 2 by itself, it's a little bit too light, and I'm definitely not enough. I don't have enough color right now to go with the Olive 4. However, in the summertime, I think Olive 4 will be my color. So let me show you what I mean. Here is Olive 2. So for me, it's a little bit too light. When I go in with Olive 4, I'm going to put that right next to it, it is a little bit too deep, and you can see that. It doesn't really go so much with my neck, but this is a little bit too light. And then if I simply mesh them up together, then it really begins to kind of melt in with my skin tone. So I choose to blend both, so you can see that really blends nicely. So I choose to mix both. If I had to pick one, I would definitely go with Olive 1 because it's better to go a little bit too light than get to be too dark. But I wanted to show you guys that Olive 4 because it's not as dark as you might think. I'll show it to you again by itself so you can get a good idea of the actual color. And if you need to send your client over here to watch this video so they can kind of see the color for themselves, go for it. Now again, I want to cover this redness. I'm not trying to match, or I would have a hot pink face. I'm trying to get a good match to what my skin is supposed to look like. Normally I don't apply foundation with my finger. It just doesn't give a good effect for me. I'm just doing it right now real quick just to show you the color. So you can see as I get my cheek covered, it begins to look a little bit better, you know, now that I'm covering up some of the redness. But as you can see, it's just a touch too dark. Okay, so on this side of my face, I have Olive 2 and Olive 4 mixed. And then just on my cheek here, I did a quick little application of Olive 4, and it is in fact a little bit too dark. But look, it's not as dark as you might think, right? It's got a little bit of depth to it, but it's not certainly as dark as, say for instance, our Shinto 4. Let me show you the Shinto 4 real quick. Shinto 4 is right here. So we have Shinto 1, Shinto 2, and Shinto 4. Now the Shinto 4 is in fact quite deep. It's like not even comparable as far as lightness and darkness. So the 4s are not necessarily interchangeable. Like you can't, like Olive 4 isn't quite as dark as the Shinto 4. So anyway, so I hope that helps understand that Olive 4 isn't necessarily as deep or dark or scary as you might think. And that if that's what you're thinking for your customer, God, I love these makeup wipes. Fantastic. They're so big, and I've taken my cheek off like 10 times now, and it's still wet and lots of product in it. Okay. So anyway, so I hope that helps you guys to kind of see that the Olive 4 isn't quite as scary as you might think. So one last thing is, sorry, I'm getting my palettes together here because I've got all of them. See if I can get real crazy and hold them all up for you here. Okay, so here we have all the colors all together. Now over here on this side, we have our lighter shades, which the very, very white one in the corner is Porcelain. Then the next lightest one under it is Ivory, and then this one right here is Gina Beige. And then in this row right here, that right there is Olive 1, under it is Olive 2, and then this deeper one with my thumb here is Olive 4. Now, Olive 4 in the packaging, it does look a little bit deep, but as you saw on my cheek, it's not as crazy as it might sound. Now you can see our warmer tones over here. Shinto 1 is right here on this guy right here. Underneath of that is Shinto 2. Then we have Shinto 4 in the very bottom there, which is that gold bronzy color there. Very, very warm. And then we have our MBs over here, which are extremely dark, deep tones. So this is natural lighting. I'm standing in front of my bathroom window. This is what these shades look like. I'm trying to kind of get in different lighting here so that you can get a good idea of how they look in the palette. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys with your color matching and kind of not being afraid of that olive 4. It's not a scary color. You just got to embrace it. So if it seems like your customer's an olive 4, then just go with it. It's fine. It's makeup. And these colors, as you see, even if the color is slightly off a little bit, it still will blend into the skin because these colors are just so beautifully formulated that they will melt into the skin even if it's a half shade different. So anyways, hope that helps you guys. See you in the next video.